Seems fine.
It's enough time to get back on a boat.
Yes, last session. We picked up post your defeat of Kulgar and his followers, his warband. You spent a little bit of time with the ring. Carl casting Identify to get a feel for the ring. Getting pretty much the same information as the ring you encountered in Shate. The only difference being that the ring in Shate had this sense of sort of desire or longing for something, whereas this one instead just had this sort of sense that whatever that hunger was had been sort of fulfilled or satisfied in some way. Also, whilst Carl's richly casting Identify, he had two visions slash flashes, I guess. One of the Uniter, Xavier, stood alongside the Sand Dragon Leo on a beach at dusk. And then a repeat memory of Kulgar stood over Carl with that adamantine longsword, just speaking vicious orcish words, which Carl could not understand. You decided to camp where you were for the night. Actually, no. You headed west. You headed westward slightly into the forest before deciding as night fell to sort of make camp. During the night, during Nyx's watch, Nyx spotted Kulgar, the defeated Kulgar, heading through the forest towards you. Initially attempted conversation before sort of rousing Arthur and raking up the rest of you. Fortunately, a crit miss from Arthur at just the wrong moment allowed Kulgar to grab the ring from Carl and to then move into the ethereal plane in a way which left himself still visible to you, but despite your attempts at attacks and spells, etc., you seem to have, as far as we're aware, no way of interacting with him other than convoluted plans you came up with later.
Cole would just like it recorded on the record that the ring was grabbed from Artir, not from Cole.
Ah, you shut your face.
That is entirely true. Yes, Artir is the one that ruined everything. You began following Kulgar, who never responded to any of your... Never responded to your attacks, your attempts to converse, or anything. Just entirely ignored you. Eventually, you began following for days, coming up with a system of leaving tracks behind so some of the party could rest whilst the rest tracked, and then catched up, sort of caught up over time. Eventually following Kulgar for 18 days before you finally met the coast on the sort of south of Ostia, actually just inside of Chalk. At which point Kulgar, unaffected by the terrain ahead of him, just carried on his journey out across the sea and across the ocean. There was then some debate about what you wanted to do, I guess, at that point, with the ring quite literally within your grasps and then stolen from you. You headed southeast along the coast of Chalk, where you were, and came to a relatively small port town where you were eventually put in contact with a red tiefling named Mispira, who was a captain of a boat called Dainty. Not the finest ship you've ever seen, but Mispira seemed quite confident that it would do the task and it could get you to the Blacklands. John also assisting with some sort of repairs and just bringing the ship up to a slightly better condition than it was. He did a little bit of shopping in town as well before eventually sort of heading back to Mispira. And as you were sort of leaving the port, Mispira tried to sort of strike up conversation with the party. She had agreed. You've paid her, I believe, 300 gold?
Yeah, I think that's right. We paid our half.
Yeah,
I think it
you
was 600, wasn't it, for the whole thing?
you paid 300 gold up front with the agreement of another 300 upon your delivery to the Blacklands. Ispira not particularly keen on the idea of visiting the Blacklands or staying around. You came to agreement in the end that you would pay the second half upon arrival and find your own way back. Yeah, as she sort of began leaving port and starting heading off in this sort of southwesterly direction, Elwyn was able to get a very good reading on the direction. Kulgar's barely changed his sort of direction of travel, so Elwyn has a pretty confident idea of where Kulgar is likely to make land. Yeah, Miss Spira tried to strike up conversation, not getting a lot from you. You're all very reluctant to speak about where you were going to sort of what you were going to achieve at the Blacklands, and with no sort of conversation forthcoming, she sort of turned to some local events and local news, spoke about some things that had gone on in town recently before asking what your opinions were on this uniter, a story which a question which left you kind of quiet, reluctant to respond, before she told you that this uniter claims to have found and have in their possession the Staff of Willing, which was where we left things last time, on a minor revelation.
What? That's how we pick back up, right?
Yeah, so you guys are headed out of town as Miss Spira delivers this information, says to you, yeah, you must have heard, he says he knows where the Staff of Willing is and has it in his possession.
It's a load of bollocks, isn't it? No, I don't say that. That's very out of character. Where have you heard this?
Everyone's been talking about it. I've been travelling town to town. Everywhere I've been, there's been talk about it. People say he's been sending messages out to nations, cities, anyone that may want to support him, I guess. I was in a town in Austria just a week ago, and it was even in the newspaper there.
You can't believe what you read in the newspapers in Austria. So, what did the newspaper have to say about the Staff of Willing? Isn't that safely under the Emperor's protection?
Well, the record from when I saw it was saying this uniter says he's got the staff. The paper was this article was quite dismissive, sort of almost, if you don't mind me kind of saying, written in quite a almost a mocking tone, as if it was sort of denying and just trying to downplay this uniter and their claims. Weird old stuff though. Everywhere I've been, people have been talking about it. Nobody seems to want to talk openly, but any tavern I've been, any guild I've spoken to on my travels, they've all been talking about him.
And what does this uniter say he's going to do with the staff?
Well, this is the thing. The way I heard it, now in the record, it didn't say much at all, but when I was speaking to the harbour master in the last town I was in, he says that the leader of their town was approached, and was told by a messenger that this uniter was seeking support for a war against the gods.
Carl coughs and looks over it after.
As Carl looks in your direction, Miss Spira looks over. She recognises the symbol on your armour, Archer. You see, and she says, "Oh, a follower of the gods. I see. I don't suppose you'll be in a rush to join this fella then."
No, I shouldn't think so. Is the general consensus that people were up for it or not?
Well, a lot of the folk I've talked to seemed unsure of how serious to take these claims, but I'm sure there'll be many who have lost something or feel that if you don't mind me saying, the gods have wronged them or looked the other way. I'm sure they'll be able to find numbers, but I mean, the staff of Willing's just. I know it's real, but you couldn't just find it, right?
No, I mean,
Well,
I'm sure it's nonsense.
you could only find it if whoever was looking after it did a really bad job.
Well, that could be. I mean, if you've given away a weapon like that, then bad job seems like an understatement.
Doesn't it, though?
What do you think then? Weapons for wars against the gods? Should we take him seriously? Is that something we should pay attention to?
Well, if someone's encouraging me to stand up against the gods, I want to know what was in it for me. What do you think's in it for you?
For me? Wow. Look at me. Devil spawn, they call us. I would say I have a distant relationship with the gods, if you don't mind me saying. I've got nothing against them. Nothing particularly against them, but I don't know. Maybe a little change is never a bad thing.
You know what the people say. Fuck the gods.
That's not one I've heard before.
Have you not? They're all saying it where we've come from.
Are they now?
But,
Even your friend here?
yeah, I think he
unlikely.
thinks it. But
Well, I'm in no rush to join a war against the gods. I know that much.
I can imagine who'll be dying in this war against the gods. And I don't think it will be this uniter or the gods.
You don't? Go on then, who do you think?
Who dies? We do. Who you know, who dies when armies fight? Generals? Not very often. Generals die of gout. or falling out of a brothel window.
I see your point.
People that die are the ones with no choice. Seems to me.
I see your point entirely, but well, I just wonder what happens in a world with no gods, I guess. They always used to. My folks always used to tell me that you can never have a vacuum of power. Something will always fill its place. That's what worries me about a war with the gods. When a god dies, what replaces it?
Mm.
Maybe this uniter fancies himself a god. I don't know.
I think that might be true. It's not the first War of the Gods, though, is it?
That is true. That is true. Maybe we're up for new gods.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me saying again. And she sort of nods over at you, Artir.
Oh, you got any good suggestions? Who are you putting forward?
For gods?
Well, there's got to be someone, haven't they?
I don't know. Your friend here seems smart.
We're going to make
looks over at
Carl a god. Carl, what would you like to be the god of?
God of drink, obviously, isn't it?
That is a wise old elf.
So we've got Carl, the god of beer and whiskey. We've got Elwyn, the god of wisdom. Setting up to be a pretty great pantheon, isn't it?
Oh, don't forget, we've got the God of Misfire.
Oh, poor Cormac.
We got Nyx, the god of misfortune. Yeah.
There's always John, the god of vomit.
Yeah, that tracks.
Right, you. Arthur, is it your turn in the big seat, do you think?
Wouldn't count
The
on it.
Sun God.
Don't think I'd do a very good job. I just want my success, my happiness, and then I can go back to my life at the Citadel, chilling out, not worrying. That's all I need. And we're nearly there.
Well, wars against the gods is nothing we're going to have to worry about on this little trip. We're going well wide of that place.
Did if you don't mind me asking, because it's a bit of a obviously this sounds like he's a bit of a weirdo, this Uniter fella. Did he say where he was?
Well, rumour has it. I've not spoke to any of these messages, but rumour has it he's asking anyone looking to join his cause to meet him on Blyburn.
And sorry, I'm not really from around here much, but Blyburn is what continent's that?
Blyburn's it's between Austria and Austria and Dwarf. Mostly abandoned. It's left scarred, we could say, by by some of the older conflicts of this ilk.
Oh, so is it down on the coast? Kind of that western coast? It's that area?
Yeah.
Or is it its own space in the sea?
There is a landmass between Austria and Dwarf. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe he just wants his own little sovereign nation.
Maybe.
Unitersville. Sounds a bit shit to me.
You and me both.
So, what do you reckon? If this Uniter gets what he wants, kills all the gods, where are you going?
I don't know. Depends what it is. It going to change my life day to day?
I mean, I think things changed pretty majorly last time the gods went to war. Although, I suppose that time, it was for the better. This time round, it might not be.
I can't remember who said it, but what is it? Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
No. That's something that we drink to in my church.
Nice. Yeah, she continues sort of setting up the sails and stuff and leading you out of port.
Once she's out of earshot, how many crew are there on this?
Just Miss Spira.
Crap. It's a
Yeah.
dinghy. Okay, once she's out of earshot. So, do you think Griffinstall's fallen to the Uniter?
I think there's a chance, mate. Or at least I certainly think old Austral might have.
Might have already
Whether that-
fallen to that.
Whether the entire city's fucked or not, I don't know, but I think Austral's probably down.
The king was dodged anyway, right? The emperor.
Yes, some people would have said.
So maybe he's already a part of the United's team.
I mean, if he was using one of those rings,
Was he?
very much a chance.
Do we think he was using it? Do we?
He was certainly in possession of. I don't believe we were ever told he was using.
Could that be the staff?
The rings aren't made of the same stuff as the staff, right? We don't have that confirmed. It's a theory, and it's a theory I had going in my head.
Yeah,
but-
we've never seen the staff, have we?
No.
We were told it was shattered.
Yeah. But it was shattered a lot more recently than the rings of Corin were made. Right?
Agreed.
Is that right? Yeah, the rings of Corin were a thing that were made when Parathos was sealed away. Which was 1,000 years ago? I don't know the rough timeline. I don't know how long ago the old gods were killed.
I think that's
Sure.
thousands.
It's on the wiki somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm actually on the wiki. I guess I could look.
Oh, gods and religions.
Law.
Oh, no. Timelines and historical events.
Oh yeah.
Rise of the New Gods.
3,000 years ago.
It was 3,000 years before the Old War. Yeah, near on exactly 3,000 years before the Staff of Willing was used was when the New Gods overthrew the Elder Gods.
Yeah. So
But yeah, the Staff of Willing is... well, the Staff of Willing is potentially a ring of Corin, right? We know the rings can turn themselves into other... Oh shit, yeah, I've not thought of that before. The rings can turn themselves into other things. So there's nothing to say that the ring... Because we know that Austral had a ring, right? Big Boy Austral had a ring. There's nothing to say that the ring he had wasn't the Staff of Willing.
that's what I'm kind of thinking.
Which is why Z would then be able to claim that they've got the Staff of Willing
The Uniter.
if the Uniters got the ring from... I want to say William Austral, but is that the current emperor? Is it William?
Elliot Austral.
Elliot Austral. William was the original guy that
Yes.
killed all the elves.
Yes.
So if he's taken it from Elliot, he could now have the Staff of Willing because he's got the ring. I mean, regardless, the goal right now is find this ghost, punch it, get the ring back, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm right in thinking that is the goal, isn't it?
I think the goal is get the ring back, Otherwise, you've got to tell your boss that you lost it.
Yeah.
And then what? We sail round to this. Sorry, what was it called again?
Blyburn.
Blyburn.
Well, then we dispose of the ring.
How do you plan on doing that?
We didn't get that far.
Yeah.
Oh, my idea was take it to Pear Trees and we'll take it to the
Speak
forest.
to Shaunty.
Someone who can put up a fight if the Uniter wants it. But the fact that this ring feels sated makes me think it's probably done its job.
Yeah, it still sounds to me like it's a fucking strong weapon, though.
I suggested fighting fire with fire
It's not happening.
3 weeks ago, and you didn't.
It's not happening.
A weapon's only a weapon if you're willing to use it.
Yeah, but if you use this weapon, it potentially would connect you to an elder god, and then you'd betray us, and we'd have to kill you.
Minor technicalities.
Which I'd assume you'd rather not die. If I've got that assumption wrong, I apologise.
I think I died 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the middle of the sea. I don't think you're going to find anyone to bring you back this time.
But yeah, what we're going to do with the ring, don't know. But yeah, getting it off it. Something that seems like a terrible idea would be getting the ring and then going to Blyburn if that's where the Uniter is.
The only way that works is if you're going to use the ring. I mean, what do we think about... I mean, I'm willing to entertain the discussion about using this ring if we think that it served its purpose, therefore Parathos would not have any use for it. Do you think you have a strong enough mind and willpower to resist the pull that it might have on you if you were to attune to it?
No.
Does anyone? Speak now, if you
I'm
believe
nearly
so.
dead anyway. I'm old.
So I don't think that can be an option.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because we're already going into this outgunned, outmanned, outclassed, out everything, basically. Losing another person would
Alan
not
might
be
be able to
good.
attune to it.
I don't doubt that any one of us, if we wanted to, could attune to it. It's whether you could attune to it and resist, have a strong enough will to resist the pull of an elder god.
Can any of you contact Austral? Can any of you contact anyone in Austral, I suppose I should say?
Theoretically I can.
Haven't you got a connection to Z's parents?
Yeah, I could send Z's dad
Yeah.
a message.
Yep.
Might be worth sending him a message to see if he's heard anything from Griffinsteel, or if he's had any news about Griffinsteel.
Yeah, I mean, he's up in
He's in martial folk.
Martial folk, indeed.
How big are the messages you can send on it, Sam?
Well, sending stone.
Yeah.
25 words, I believe, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So I could just see him entering. Hi, it's been a while. Have you heard anything about some guy called Uniter planning on having a war with the gods?
Mm.
Would that work as a message?
Leaves
It
you with
would.
2 words left.
I mean, they are further away from Griffinsteel than we are at the moment, I think.
Yeah, but they've been in a town. We've been staying out of
Mm.
town areas, haven't we? Might be worth sending a message. I can always send
Mm.
another one the following day.
Yeah, I don't think it can hurt.
Yeah, I'll send that message, Sam.
So what was the message, sorry?
Hi, it's been a while. Have you heard anything from Griffinsteel about the Uniter?
Nice.
Or do I have to shorten that?
No, that's fine. No, you're way within your 25.
Yep.
That's all good.
I asked the group before I send it if that's a good message to send.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll send that message.
Nice. Yeah, you get a response back. Excuse me. Elwyn, yes, we've heard. I'm definitely not counting on my fingers. Everyone in town has been talking about him. We've not heard from him directly, but... And then there's like a pause. We are concerned.
Mm.
I'll repeat that with the pause as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. I would hate for them to get mixed back up in this and something bad to happen. They're good people, but I get the feeling they're confused or could be easily confused about their child.
I can't send a message for a day now anyway.
I guess we'll check in again tomorrow.
Mm.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do for the time being? I mean, you're out at sea. There's not a lot to do, I guess, unless you.
I theoretically have a fishing rod and a fishing hook.
Nice.
I can do some fishing.
You can do some fishing,
I
definitely.
planned to do that on the last boat because I got all the bits for it.
There's plenty of time for it.
Catches a muddy wild splash.
Yeah, so I guess you guys make your way out to the ocean to the southwest. So anything you guys in particular want to do? Are you quite happy to move through this journey?
As we're traveling, because I'm aware it's like 4 days travel, right?
Yeah. Miss Pierce said it was
So-
4 days. Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to be like as disciplined as possible and spend a lot of the days practicing. I know I managed to attach like a bit of chain to the end of my my tomahawk. So I'm gonna spend as much time as I can, like a couple hours at least every day, practicing kind of throwing it and pulling it back with the chain as much as I can to try and get a little bit better at that. And if anyone wants to be a moving target whilst I do that, they can.
As when we get ever close to the to where I think the orc guy is walking around, I will just, as long as it's clear, I will cast conjure animals and have them go as far as I can see I'm trying to think what's got the best vision.
That's cool. For the actual journey, you guys are quite happy to move ahead, yeah?
I think so.
I think so.
Nice. Okay. That's all cool and tremendous then.
Yeah, I'll just be summoning eagles because they've got perception seems to be their bonus.
Nice, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, on the it's a pretty uneventful journey. The seas quite rough. It's not the smoothest of journeys. Smooth in terms of no distractions or problems, but the weather itself, the motion is pretty overwhelming at times. On the third day, sort of quite early in the afternoon, Miss Spira, you as you're sort of on the deck, minding your business, fishing, etc. Miss Spira has been, she's quite a talkative person. She's been quite open and trying to strike up conversation with you guys during this journey. She calls over Elwyn whilst you're fishing at one point. She calls over and she says, Elwyn, what have you been catching so far? And you've caught nothing of note. You've caught a fair amount of fish, like enough that you could easily sort of feed the party with, but nothing of particular impressive size. No sort of trophy fish. No muddy wild splash, anything like that. All pretty relatively straightforward catch. And she asks you. She says, "Have you caught anything big?"
No, just some little tiny fish.
I've been watching for the past day. There's a shadow out there beneath the surface of the water. It keeps appearing behind us and then just going back below.
In the water?
Yeah, whatever it is, it's definitely following us, and it's big.
Don't you dare.
Okay. I will summon a giant octopus.
Nice. Yeah. As you do.
I can't put it anywhere, but
Yeah, that's fine.
Summon a giant octopus to go and have a look.
Yeah. Yeah. You summon a giant octopus. It's sort of what you sort of just have it hang around the boat, look out for anything but beneath the surface, etc. I assume, yeah. Cool. If I get you to make a perception check with the octopus, quick.
Yeah, have I actually summoned it or not?
Yeah.
Go on, octopus.
Nice. That's a perceptive octopus. Yeah. Short while later, sort of 25 minutes later, the octopus sees some movement beneath the surface. Quite deep down, actually, below the surface. The octopus... the octopus sort of... are you happy for it to, like, follow after?
Yeah,
What communication?
octopus.
Do you have communication between the animal you conjure?
I don't think I do. But I can then multitask myself. And where I was doing this, I would have changed my my thing anyway to go with it. And I would have this up.
Yep, that's cool. Yeah,
Does that work?
I believe so. An octopus is
I'd
a
have-
beast.
I would have done this with my with my things, I would have just changed it quickly because that would make more sense. I'd have swapped those two spells over and then had it with
Unfortunate.
my.
Its intelligence is too high for beast spawned. A giant octopus. The spell fails if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher. Unfortunately, it does have an intelligence of 4 or higher.
Wow, that sucks. Okay, it won't do it.
You can have your spell slot though.
Okay, but it has advantage on stealth checks when going underwater.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will cast.
Would you want the octopus to follow after this shape or?
Yeah, underwater camouflage. So I will get it to the stealth and check it underwater.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
It's amazing that it has.
Man, you're on fire. You should roll more often.
It's a giant octopus. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you rolled 19 and 18. That's pretty good. The octopus, following the sort of instructions you've given it to sort of watch the boat and investigate anything it sees. You can sort of, as you're looking out, you can see it around. You see it obviously react to something. It darts down below. And then you sort of wait. You wait a minute or so, waiting for it to return, or for any kind of response, or it to return, or for whatever it's seen to sort of make itself known. And you wait, and you wait.
It's not coming back, is it?
You do not see that octopus again.
Well, shit.
Okay, I've just seen another spell I can kind of do anyway.
Come on then, let's one up each other.
I need have a nap first.
You're all worn out at this point, are you?
Oh no, I need to change spells.
I can.
I've got this one I can do after a while.
You need. That's ascending. That's.
Animal message. Oh, ignore me. I can't do that.
It's kind of cool, but I think the only message you'll be delivering is "I'm lunch." I can do something similar. I can do it. I could convert James into a small octopus.
What, and let him get eaten?
Ideally, no, but I don't think he's real. I think he's some sort of magic thing. So, yeah, let him get eaten.
James. Is it Octo James now?
Octo, so I could. So, shall I do that? Do we want to find out what this thing is?
Yeah, obviously I did really.
As long, to be fair, as long as it stays within, as long as it's within 100 feet of us. So,
And that was. It's not going to be able to hide because that was a really good hide from my octopus.
Was.
So what do I need? Charcoal, incense, and herbs. That's fine, I think. Although it's 10 GP's worth.
Oh, I have
I could,
shitloads of incense.
I could turn myself into a fish and go down there.
Well, that would solve the communication problem, but yeah.
But then I could die. I
Could
become a
doesn't
fish.
mean you will.
I just thought I got wild shape. I got wild shape, didn't I?
Mm.
So I can also just turn myself into a fish.
So do we think fish or octopus?
What's
What
the
is it?
quickest speed?
That's a good question. What's a quipper? That's a quipper swarm. 40 feet by the looks of it.
Octopus says 60.
Sounds like an
Oh,
octopus is.
giant octopus has 60.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not a giant octopus. It's an octopus. Octopus.
If he wants company, if we want it just to get the message out, I can do another spell just to use it as bait, so you can get this back.
I think no, I don't think we'll need to worry about that.
And I'll just summon a hunter shark.
No, I wouldn't worry about that. Sam, what is a quipper? Is a quipper faster than an octopus?
Let's have a look. A quipper has a swim speed of 40 feet.
Yeah, octopus has a swim speed of 30, so I think a quipper is quicker.
It is.
Probably not as useful for.
It has 2 less hit points as well.
Oh, that's going to probably be unimportant. Yeah. Okay, I will sit down and I will ritually cast Find Familiar.
Yep.
Converting James into a quipper.
Yeah.
How fast is the... So he can swim 40 feet. How fast is the boat? Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But,
correct.
Okay. So yeah, I will and so the first thing we'll do, drop James into the water, sit down on the deck, close my eyes, and see what it can see.
Yeah. Lots of sea. The James sort of heads below the surface. You can see it's, you get that sort of darkness as your own sort of vision adjusts slightly, and you sort of pick up. James sort of lags behind the boat a little, looks back in the sort of general direction where you sort of believe this shadow has been sort of following. And you spot, you can see some movement in the darkness, in the deep. You happy to sort of head down towards it?
For now, want to stay within 100 feet of the boat.
Yeah, that's cool. You head down a little deeper. You can almost the sort of link fades a little as you sort of sense you're reaching the sort of upper limits of that distance of that that you can keep this working for. But you get a better look. Can you make a perception check for me?
I can. Using my own perception.
Yes.
That's not great.
You called it.
None.
You see nothing. There is something down there further, just a bit further away, a little bit deeper. It is large. You can see it. You can just about make out this sort of. You're at enough of a depth that it's quite dark, the sea anyway. But you can kind of make out this mass. Looks like it possibly larger than the ship even. And yeah, I think on a 0 that's probably about all you can get.
I wonder if there was some octopus ink that got caught in your eyes.
Yes, that's probably the issue.
That is probably mine.
An ink cloud.
Okay. After about a minute, I will click my fingers and temporarily dismiss James to a pocket dimension.
Yeah. A watery one, hopefully.
Hopefully a watery one. That's, it's James's problem. I will report back. Yeah, there's something big and dark down there.
Wow.
Didn't get close enough to really tell what it was.
So what you're saying is all of that work, and you discovered exactly what the captain just told us was there already. Good job, Carl. Proud of you.
Killed my giant octopus quite quickly. I'm guessing I can tell the octopus is dead.
Seems a safe assumption by this point of time, yeah.
Yeah, because it summons for 8 hours, so it would probably appeared.
This is about the time traditionally where Cormac falls overboard, right? And then he'll just see what it is anyway.
Gotta be.
Well,
Let's do a Cormac.
I was about to suggest that there's we've probably got 150 foot of rope if you want to tie it around your waist.
What do you think, Nex?
No, thank you.
Oh,
I don't really want to
Anyone
go
got
into.
underwater breathing we could put on him?
Everyone starts looking
no.
at their sheets.
don't believe so.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at mine. So, I mean, I can send James closer, but he's then out of contact with me, and
What if we tie you to the rope?
and then throw you overboard.
Throw you overboard so you can stay that distance so you're close to James.
That sounds like a really stupid idea.
Cool, should we do it?
So is it following us, do you think?
Miss Spira, you guys are doing this all openly, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Spira
Yeah.
tells you she's certain she's been seeing this shadow for the past day, maybe even a day and a half.
Question is it following us? Is it following the boat?
It's a big shadow, right?
Yeah.
Can you sense anything, Otto?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter, right? Let me just double check this. I think Divine Sense is only, it's only 60 feet, so even if I try it, I won't get anything.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, I need to be within 60 feet.
Is there any fish near the top of the water?
Absolutely.
You can see some, yeah.
Can I talk to some fish?
Yeah.
Can I ask fish what is that giant thing underneath us?
They're not able to communicate with you what it is, but they can certainly agree with you. There's something down there. These fish are able to communicate with you. They let you know that there's multiple of them. Actually, they've been hunting us, hunting like the fish and the schools nearby.
More than one.
Yeah.
It's a group of fish. Can I ask if they can do you like in the films when you see fish do little arrows or little pictures? They do one of them for me.
Can they do one of those for you?
Can they do like Pictionary pictures for me? In fish form.
What for in particular to try and what to?
Yeah. So can Sam try and draw a picture with fish shapes?
Oh, what the shape of this thing is?
Yeah.
They attempt to follow through your instruction. It's not quite as picture perfect as it would be in a Pixar film. But they do. The quite a number of fish sort of gather up alongside your boat up on the surface, and they sort of shape themselves into a sort of like a rounded kind of shape, but with lines coming off of it. Should I do something with the rudimentary drawing tools in Foundry? We're going to get really artistic now.
And now Elwin's kind of feeling bad for fishing and catching these fish now because they're his friends.
Sounds a lot like a turtle to me.
Did you say round shape with lines coming off of it?
I did.
Does it look like an octopus? Are there 8 lines coming off?
Giant crab. Oh.
They roughly sort of make this shape for you.
That's 10. It's not an octopus.
I love that we're just playing Pictionary.
That's 10.
Yeah.
That's a crab of some sort. And
Giant crab.
Oh my god, giant crab!
but they don't swim,
Let's kill it.
do they?
Well, it
Maybe
might
that's
be running
why
along
they're-
the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Might be running along the bottom of the ocean.
I could
Yeah.
really confuse them and summon loads of giant crabs.
That's all it is. Why do we care?
Well, we don't want to get eaten by it, I guess.
Best way to not get eaten by it would probably
Keep
be not
moving.
to, not to stop and fuck with it.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
Yeah, that's good advice.
I will stop fishing, and maybe me fishing is what's alerted this. So Owen will now stop fishing,
Become vegetarian.
and I will stop fishing
Fair.
and ask the fish to leave and go in the opposite direction if they are kind, and then they won't get eaten by the crab people.
Yeah, they follow your advice. Yeah, you guys carry on about your journey. From time to time, Miss Spira points out this sort of shape again. A couple of times you can see it yourselves as well. It's at quite a distance behind you, but it's definitely there. It comes and goes from time to time. It's a very large shape, whatever it is. Never breaks the surface. Always stays just far enough down that you can just sort of see the darkness around its shape below the water. Yeah.
The dainty is not something that we can just sort of slam the brakes on, is it?
You certainly could.
How?
Why would we want
Drop
to?
an anchor.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I suppose. I was thinking that then it could catch up to us.
We want it to catch up to
Oh.
us.
Get 100 feet. I can see what it is. Maybe.
I think we just continue going. That way we can get to where we want to go in time.
Okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you carry on traveling for one more night, and by sort of late
Can I
morning.
take a long rest?
Yeah. Anyone that needs rest can take a long rest.
Speaking of that,
spells.
I've got my portent rolls that I made.
Yes.
If I when I take a long rest, do I need to re-roll them?
I can't remember if you have to or not.
I believe
Let me
it's
just-
whenever you take a long rest, you re-roll.
I'm kind of thinking you probably have to, because the ones I've got are quite good, but
Yeah, it is.
Which is
When you finish a long rest, yeah.
okay.
The ones you had were quite good, yeah.
Yeah, what I will do then is I will forget those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a 1 and a 3, Jake.
Ah!
But I won't bother rolling until we definitely won't be taking yet another long rest before
Yeah.
it happens. 'Cause
That's absolutely fine.
do I want to change spells? Probably not.
Yeah, if anyone wants to change spells, obviously you have got a chance to do so, yeah. Yeah, sort of late morning on this sort of fourth day, you can see ahead landmass for the first time. The Blacklands. From where you are currently, doesn't really seem to live up to its name. Looks like a you can see some greenery and just off the coast. There's a relatively heavy fog as you're coming in off the sea this morning. But this doesn't. The name Blacklands kind of give you this vision of this like wasteland, but from where you are, this looks like you're about to lay foot on any other sort of temperate continent. You could quite easily be stepping foot upon Australia, or depending on how much you trust the captain, even Blyburn.
With Elwyn's starry ability,
you are 100% en route. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That was me needlessly sowing disdain.
No. What I was going to ask was, does Elwyn think he could predict where Kulgar will be at the moment? I'm wondering if we can cross his path before we make landfall.
That's what I was trying to kind of find, if I could find any in with my eagles, but I'm guessing I couldn't.
You haven't seen anything, no.
Yeah.
If you can predict the line he's going to be on and get us onto that line, but I don't know whether your predictions are that.
Sure,
No,
really
he did do pretty well last time.
Sure, it's like 20 something I rolled for it.
Yeah, you rolled a nat 20 when we tried to do it last time.
The Mispira sort of raises the sails and begins slowing Dainty down. And gets in. There's no like easy sort of there's no like pier or jetty or anything like that. Like she can get in relatively close, but she does tell you you will have to sort of wade the last sort of 20-30 feet or so. Like there's only so close she can get you, but it's relatively shallow. Hope you don't mind getting wet.
That shape's still following us.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it this morning, but yeah, as like through yesterday afternoon into the evening, you did. You haven't spotted it this morning. Jump in, the water's fine. Miss Spira does. She brings Dainty to a stop, and she's quite polite about it, but she does kind of remind you that there is the matter of the remaining payment.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Nick said they would cover it. Look at that.
Yeah. How much is it?
300 gold.
Oh, that's nothing. Okay.
I mean, it's no need for that, is there?
Okay.
Nice, Nix. Barely made a dent. Yeah, she accepts it, and she sort of travelled with you all for 4 days. You are relatively friendly bunch, I guess, to varying degrees, depending which one of you we're talking about. She does wish you all luck. She tells you she's in no rush to stay here or anything like that. She wishes you the best, and if your paths cross again, then that would be brilliant. But she's not comfortable about staying here, particularly whatever that shadow is out of water. She'd like to get back to more familiar water as soon as she can.
Play.
2 seconds. I was trying to find something that will carry us over, so we don't have to jump in the water.
It'll be alright. We just get wet.
I've got either a giant eagle or a giant crab,
We'll be fine.
or we can ride a giant spider.
You want to get your armour rusty?
Yeah,
That's
on the
right.
arm.
Waterproof.
How big is a giant crab?
How big's a giant crab? 1 sec.
He's only got 13 strength.
A giant crab is medium, so it's basically the size of a human. So it's not you're not going to all carry on its back.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Not at once, anyway. You might be able to like piggyback one at a time.
Yeah.
In a wholly awkward fashion, I imagine.
A giant wasp to carry us over. I will let everyone else jump out first, and I will go last, like Alan always does.
What a man. Yeah, Mispira, like I say, wishes you all luck, and she does stop you one more time as you're all about to sort of disembark, and she asks you, it'll pain me if I don't just ask one more, just in case you've changed your minds. What are you planning to do here?
Hunt your ghost to get a ring.
She looks at you. That's the first time you've made me laugh.
Well, I do try.
Well, good luck with your ghost, anyway.
Thanks. Happy sailing. Feel free to swing by if you have any troubles with that shadow. Head back here and find us.
Wouldn't worry about it, probably.
Sure, it's fine.
Yeah, she drops you off ashore, and you watch for a few minutes as the boat sort of slowly turns. She sort of drops the sails and begins making her way back out to sea. You are Elwyn. You are with your navigational skills. You are very confident within maybe a couple of 100 feet at most that this is the area where Kulga should make land, either has done or will. This should be the area. Judging of the pace that you followed him previously versus the pace of the boat journey you've made, unless he made some sudden change in speed, which he had never done previously, it seems quite likely that you are probably here ahead of the spirit.
That is the aim.
Yeah, I think we worked it out. We should be waiting here about 12 days. But
I guess we should set up camp.
yeah.
Yeah, the particular bit where you've landed, you're on the you're on a bit of coast at the bottom of quite a relatively large cliff face. Not impossible to climb, but certainly would not be straightforward to climb.
Great. From our experience following, how does Kulgar deal with change in height? Does he just sort of flow up and down? What do we think will happen when he gets here?
You've seen a kind of a mix of responses. It does seem to sort of vaguely respond to the material realm, like the layout and terrain where you are. There have been a few occasions where you've seen you've seen him go through trees. You've even seen through some sort of smaller changes in height where sort of maybe even up to sort of the knee has sort of gone sort of below ground as the ground's raised somewhat. So it's almost like a slow reaction to terrain and the material plane.
So, do we want to set up camp here on the beach and tackle him as he approaches, or do we want to go up onto the cliff?
I think the
we
cliff
have
would be
to.
better because we don't want those giant crabs. What are you going to say then?
Well, I just think he might float straight through the cliff.
And just
And
stay
then we'd lose him.
underground.
Yeah. I don't know.
It feels like he would probably float up.
Yeah, I think
And
he would as
pop
well, but I'd
bit
hate to
further.
lose him.
Again.
Okay, is there enough beach
Oh yeah, there's definitely enough.
between here and the cliff that? Yeah, basically, this isn't like like the bits where the tide comes right in.
Oh no, you've got enough ground here that you could make a camp and be pretty, even with tide coming in. Even if tide was to come in, you've got enough space to set up comfortably. You're fine. if that's what you would like to do.
I mean, it might make for really boring D&D, but I think we are literally going to set up a camp here and wait for at least 12 days to see if he shows up.
It's either here or it's at the top of the.
Could we maybe scout the area a bit as well?
I think, yeah, we can afford to be doing that. Like, we've got probably 10, 12 days, so we could scout generally the area around us whilst we make sure. Basically, someone has to be on watch 24/7, right? So there always has to be someone watching out for this guy.
We can have me and Carl basically sending beasts and pets around to search the area while we all stay here.
Mm.
I can do similar to what Carl does with his eyes through his beast.
Okay.
Yeah, you can all make some survival checks to sort of work out what you can ascertain.
Pepper's at home.
Heather's back in her natural habitat.
Jean's still
I'm
feeling
not.
ill.
Yeah, sorry, John. Arthur was no better. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that stuff.
Yeah, the area you're in, you have a few days here actually. You don't really, you come across a few sort of creatures and wildlife, nothing particularly shocking, nothing that seems sort of sentient that you come across. You don't find any signs of civilization. I don't know how far you guys want to traverse from this sort of general area. I assume you're staying relatively.
Yeah, no, probably no more than a mile or so, just to.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you find that there's no sign of civilization or any kind of like buildings or homesteads or anything in particular. Looks like a relatively almost forgotten piece of land, I guess. Yeah, nothing particularly exciting or of note. A further 3 days since you've made land here. On the third day, you can spot via watch. You actually spot a couple of things. The first thing you spot is some movement out at sea. Which, as you sort of watch over a little bit of time, watch it gets closer, you're able to recognise as a party. This is once again the spirit of Kulgar, sort of just drifting, right, almost sort of slightly aimlessly, just across the surface of the water. Yeah, he's headed in your direction.
Can we just flash back a little bit and discuss our plan?
Yeah,
John,
of course, yeah,
John
yeah.
has. I'm speaking for John here, but John has had Blink prepared every single day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plan is John holds an attack, waits until he is next to Kulga, as in wait until he blinks into the border ethereal next to Kulga, and hits him over and over again until he dies. Rinse and repeat until Kulga is dead.
Is there anything that we can do to aid?
Yeah, I will cast. Does John have a punchy kind of hitty weapon, or is it shooty weapons?
He has a shooty weapon. He has a dagger, a spear, and then his lightning launcher.
And the lightning launchers are magic already.
Yes.
Are they? Okay, well that doesn't matter then. I can't do that.
I believe so. I'll double check one sec.
I mean, we've got a potion of haste.
I cast haste on John once he gets close enough.
We've got haste. We've got enlarge.
I don't think that'll matter. That does melee-based things, and this is going to be ranged stuff.
I would agree.
I will, I think, considering I'm going to grant everybody access to John's character sheet.
We've got stuff.
But yeah, Artuir is ready to haste John just to make sure he gets an extra. Oh no, he won't get an extra attack release. So there's no point casting haste because it's all on reactions.
Sponge.
Well, the lightning launcher is not magical.
Okay,
Apparently.
I would have known that then, and in preparation prepared magic weapon. Which I guess means I will unprepare. Unprepared divine favor. And I will cast magic weapon on John's lightning launcher to make it +1 bonus to attack and damage.
Oh, and I would have had something prepared as well, actually, for
Mhm.
this day. If that's alright, Sam.
Yeah?
I'll prepare that one, and I will cast. What does he attack with? Is he strength or dex?
I'd assume Dex.
Yeah,
a
it's
range
Dex.
thing,
No,
isn't it?
it's intelligence, actually. He uses intelligence.
Oh, is it based on intelligence?
Yeah.
You got enhanced ability?
Yeah, that's what I was using.
Yeah.
But I was saying
is
it
it?
would work.
Fox's cunning?
Um,
Is that intelligence?
but
It's intelligence checks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he'll be alright. We should be able to pretty easily whittle this guy down, I should think. And worst case scenario, he starts getting hit, comes out of ethereal, and then we can all pile on.
Give him full strength so he can carry more stuff. Yeah, it does checks. I will just give him. I'm gonna cast strength on him, though.
So you can try and take the ring.
Yeah, strength.
Actually, that might be a decent. I don't know what John's strength is like, but because I haven't actually opened his character sheet, because that's the thing I can do now.
It's 9.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Enhanced abilities advantage on stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And he can carry double his carry weight now.
Yeah. I think that's the plan. We just wait until he gets close enough.
He's gonna do a different check.
I guess John also needs to prepare Blink, right? And unprepare
Oh, yeah.
something. I've prepared Blink. You'll have to, I guess, choose something to unprepare amongst yourselves.
What level's Blink?
3rd level.
Third. Ooh. Exciting.
Haste?
Yeah, unprepare haste. He doesn't need it.
Nice. So yeah, you can see Kolgar sort of coming in off the coast. I guess where you'll want to set yourselves up, etc. is something you may do. Where he is currently isn't where he is. It's just giving an idea of where he's coming in from. So he's coming in from that spot.
Oh yeah, down there. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Lovely. I don't.
Well, I'm gonna assume that we form a bit of a circle around a point. Then, if John hits him and he comes back material plane, we can all pile in and we can have attacks held. just to take care of this guy. If he doesn't, then John just has to keep blinking in and out to keep hitting him.
So he's going to travel along this line.
We'd assume, yeah.
He's not changed direction as far as we can tell in the last
Yeah.
23 days. So, so he's going to travel along that line. How does the blink movement work? So Jean is going to run after him.
John needs to, end his turn stood next to him.
And then hope to blink.
Hope
In which
to
case,
roll,
I would say that
11 plus.
would it perhaps make sense for Jean to cast Fly as well?
I believe they're both concentration.
Oh, fuck that. Okay. Oh, well, that seemed like a good idea.
Yeah, we should be alright, I think. Odds are this guy might have a fair few hit points back again now, but...
Well, and then the other bit is does Jean instead or as well grab the ring if he can get it?
Well, that's why he's got the strength bonus. I guess we'll see how much damage he can inflict, but he's got 3 third-level spell slots, right?
Well, the thing that...
Yeah, so he's got 3 runs at this.
Well,
I think it lasts a minute, right?
Be two turns, and Gorgar's going to be on top of or in the hills.
Potentially. Depends if he stops to fight.
He doesn't stop for any... okay, now we're in the ethereal plane, maybe he'll stop, but...
Yeah.
Also, we've got the fact that we know he's going in a straight line, so we can always go in front of him in a straight line. Could I be on top of the mountain instead of down the bottom, Sam?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. Me and Pep will be at the top. Because to be fair, I can always just fire an arrow down.
Yeah.
And then I kind of have a track going that way. And I'll just have like some of Pepper's like food I'll leave behind me in case people have to catch me up.
I've turned James back into an owl at some point in the last 3 days. As well, if that's... Okay. How high is this cliff?
Sort of 40, 50 feet.
Okay, in which case, can we have a rope
Hmm?
running down, maybe in that sort of centre bit where the road seems to lead off, but
Yeah.
just somewhere a rope with knots on that. Okay, that's the best we can do, I think.
Yeah, I think this is as much as we're going to get.
Nice. I guess who wants to take responsibility for John?
I vote Cormac.
That's weird. That was going to be my vote as well.
People have spoken.
I vote not me.
Wow.
It's still 2-1 on you.
I vote Cormac as well, obviously.
There you go, Cormac. Apparently you are John.
I've never played it.
Right, you got to do the accent. Go.
Yeah.
I can't do accents.
Yeah, close enough.
Can't or won't.
Can't.
Don't call me that.
Okay.
Right, okay. Is it though?
A little bit. I love it.
Let's do this then. I guess we should definitely do this initiative because you're going to want to cast blink and things, aren't you?
No, I'm so confused. So I'm blinking
What about-
and then punching something, right?
Pretty much. Blinking and
Okay.
then shooting it with a lightning launcher.
Oh, perfect. John's the top of initiative.
Oh, that is good.
Oh, right, yeah.
That saves the next question about what happens for the first round. Yeah, well, it looks like you've all got a plan. You've chosen Cormac to play an integral part. If this all goes wrong, then so be it.
Why do you guys make me do it?
That's right,
We didn't pick
Cormac.
the whole crew up, we just went one person up.
You are just responsible for pushing the buttons. We can talk you through what you're doing.
Cast blink.
Yeah, so Kulgar carries on, sort of drifting over the waves towards where you all are on the coast where you've set up. That all seems good.
Ideally, we want this at one Kulgar round out.
Yeah, we need to wait till he's on land and
Well,
then cast
But
blink.
he needs to cast blink because that's his action for that turn, so he can't hold an action then. So then Kulgar's then got to take a turn.
So he needs to cast it.
That's good. You
When
guys want to be
he's-
planning it before, like 6 seconds before.
But he's
arrives,
about
at least.
6
Yeah,
seconds
yeah.
before he gets there. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine, yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So you guys have spotted him, spotted Kulgar coming. You're all sort of, you're ready, and you sort of set up this plan that you've been formulating for a couple of days now. And Kulgar is not far, probably 12 seconds or so, maybe 2 rounds or so from making land. When you hear a loud splashing sound, the water over here begins to sort of move, and it's almost not quite boil, but almost sort of begin to bubble, and forms. The water itself sort of starts to form up into a shape, and a humanoid figure forms from inside of the water. A large-looking humanoid figure. Does anybody speak Aquan?
No. Speak deep speech.
Yeah,
but
that was not used often at the back in Griffinsteel.
Not a big one for the City Watch members, no. Fair. Forms up out of the water, and has this large trident with a blue gemstone sort of glowing in it. Points the trident out towards you as a group, and begins shouting something quite angrily at you. One moment. Yeah, calls out and shouts angrily at you. And then there is a burst of energy and light as it begins to cast a spell. I keep forgetting. Do you have any counter spells?
Nope. You killed the wizard, remember?
Nah.
It's not dead.
There is a blast of like light and energy comes from the tip of the trident and bursts over in quite a large blast forward, almost like a cone out of it. And immediately you all suddenly have understanding of this creature as it shouts and screams in your direction.
Okay.
You hear this angry voice shouting, and it just sort of starts mid sentence as this magical effect hits you and gives you the ability to understand. So the light bursts out, hits you, and then just mid sentence you hear, "You will be defeated. You may have defeated one of my brothers, but in the name of Haraphos, you will be stopped."
Oh.
Oh, crap.
John.
Well, chill out, mate.
John, it is your turn. You've got like I say, about a round, maybe 2 rounds before Kolga hits land.
I know.
You cast blink.
I mean, everyone's got access to the sheet. You can all do what you want, but yeah.
You
blink.
cast blink.
Stick to the plan.
You focus on that. Artemir goes, right, I'll handle this fucker. John, stick to the plan.
Okay. Do I blink now then?
Yes, you cast blink. It's a concentration spell.
Okay.
If you just target yourself and click it, I think. Or target John and click it, obviously.
I agree.
I assume it's not fancy automated, but
Oh, it is.
it is.
Apparently it isn't.
Oh boy.
What do you mean? Apparently, it isn't.
Came up with some like error.
Oh, that's fine. It's because it's not the end of the turn yet.
Oh,
It's all good. It was working last night
You know,
anyway.
it's going to automatically roll a dice for him, is it?
Anything else you want to do, John? Cormac? Anyone?
is there anything else I want to do?
What else would Sean do? So
Make sure he's doing the right path.
Cool guy hasn't moved yet, has he? And he hasn't actually reached the point that he's on the map yet.
No.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think there is a.
Stand where he's going to be. So if we know which route he's going in, make sure he's in the line of.
Move forward, I guess, to about there.
Do we know if that's the right way he's walking, Sam?
Yeah, that is the line.
Yeah.
I
So.
can't move him.
We should move John into the line of where he's walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he does not.
No blink.
I can.
This is starting well.
That's fine. No,
I
we
can-
don't need him to blink. We don't need him to blink this turn.
I'm
We
not
in fact-
sure if I can.
We don't want him to blink this
Can
turn.
I affect blink using portent?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yeah.
In which case, I can force him to blink or not blink.
Yeah, we don't need him to blink this turn because he comes back at the start of his next turn and hasn't got a held action yet.
Yep.
He needs to blink next turn.
Next turn. So
It's up
Is it
to you
worth
whether you want to use the
forcing it?
portent to force it.
if what's his face is in the right place, then I think it is probably worth using it.
I'd agree.
Oh, the enhanced abilities. Sorry, what option did you choose, Shane?
Did you choose strength?
Strength, yeah.
Cool.
I couldn't think what would be worth doing, so I thought strength in case he decided to do a strength check against him.
No, that's fine. That's cool.
What does he cast blink through? Actually,
What do
is
you mean?
blink cast with an ability check to what this he's rolling on the d20? Is that an ability check he's doing?
No,
Nah, it's
just
just
a flat-
a D20,
flat D20 roll.
Right, cool. Then yeah, strength it is.
Yeah. Cool. On Coolguy's turn, he just heads up in this way and just makes landfall.
So,
Carl, it's your turn.
right. I am going to. So I'm looking over at this thing. So it cast something at us which let us hear it, so it could tell us it was going to kill us. That is fine. In which case, I think. Oh, it's water. So here with a firebolt.
Oh, he's just attacking.
Yeah, it's threatened us. So
Maybe it was talking to Kulga.
no, it said no. It said
Harathos.
you've already defeated it. It said it was working for Harathos. So yeah, I'm going to as an action, I am going to firebolt it.
Yep. Nice.
And then I am going to rage.
Yep. All your stuff's set to private GM currently, by the way.
Oh, damn. I will take it off private GM. That was a good hit, though. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll do.
D6.
Okay.
Nice. Is that it for you?
Just before I rage, having just raged,
Yes.
can I portent while I raged?
Yeah, I can't see
Right.
why not.
I couldn't
Yeah, it's
find
not a
anything that said I
spell.
couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't find anything that said I couldn't.
Yeah,
so.
I think you're good.
Okay.
Tremendous. Elwyn.
Alwyn is going to start. I'm gonna try and help hold this guy up so he doesn't get out in the way. I'm thinking, what would be best to do here? Put this through earlier. I'm going to summon a rhino to start with.
Mhm.
Oh. It's concentration, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I won't do that. I'll keep my concentration and strength check. I won't do
that's
that.
cool.
Have I got any bonus action? 2 seconds, I've ruined mine. Go now. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna use my initiative spell casting.
Mhm.
And I'm hopefully gonna help out Artir.
What's this?
Oh. Guiding bolt.
Ah, it's a shame.
It's just one of my ability ones.
Yeah,
Got.
you get a free use of it, don't you?
I got 4 free uses of it.
Oh, bloody hell!
Keep them
But
coming.
I've never
then.
used them.
That's awesome.
I've never used it once, so that is it.
That's it for you.
I'm gonna save my my shape in case I need to heal or more
Yeah.
damage. I'm gonna hold it.
Next, what would you like to do?
Shoot. Because it's the only thing I know how to do. Oh, apparently I haven't reloaded my gun again.
It's only been 2 weeks.
Oh.
Was that stuff
Great.
well done?
Yeah, Nix, you take the shot, and I don't know if it's all the planning and all the thinking about what other people are doing, but yeah, your weapon jams. You can continue using it, but it's at disadvantage until you unjam it.
Or you should have cleaned it at some point in the last 2 weeks. The sand gets everywhere.
That's because you
With
didn't
salt,
take
yeah.
Elwyn's offer and you went through the water to get out of the boat.
Rust. What is it to do disadvantage again?
Control.
Did I not roll?
No,
Okay.
that was just a normal shot. That's fine.
Well,
roll d20 for me quick. We'll see if it's any worse than a 15.
Ah,
There you go.
brutal.
Any bonus actions or anything for you, Nix?
No.
No. Fair enough. It is this creature's turn. On its turn, it will... Yeah. It charges you, Carl. Charges towards you and pulls as it charges towards, just pulls the trident back, then just jabs it forwards towards you. Whoa.
Unfortunately, I cannot use. Oh, apparently, I can get my Mage Slayer attack into that. I cannot use any.
Yeah, hits you for 17 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Let me just
Oof.
do one thing to that Mage Slayer so it doesn't keep coming up.
Well, I'll do the shield and the Sentinel come up as well. I don't think there's any real way of stopping shield coming up.
No, shield will, because it is a genuine option, but the other two shouldn't. Yeah, stabs forward at you with that trident. Yes, stabs into you for 17 piercing damage. And as you take the hit, Carl, this is unmistakably a magic weapon of some type.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Immediately pulls back on the trident and then just jams it forward towards you again.
That's fair. I haven't taken any damage from the first hit yet.
Boom. There you go.
That's better. Yeah, much better.
8 with rage.
Yeah. I will
Takes
not
the
shield.
second stab. which goes through for 5 following your reduction. And yeah, as it stabs in with that second one, the first one goes into you, pulls it back, and just stabs it forward a second time. And as he has you on the end of the trident, he just says, "This is for my brethren." And the end of his turn. Arthur.
Is it my go?
It is.
Oh. You said at the end of your turn.
Oh, sorry.
At the end of his turn, I was like,
yeah.
I was like ready for him to do an extra thing.
Oh, sorry. Bear with me one moment.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of nice to be hit by something that actually gets reduced by the rage.
That's right. I'll let you keep getting hit then, should I?
I'm fine.
I mean, you've got same as me, like 100 and something hit points now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I've only got 109 because
Bloody hell, I've got more hit points than you.
wizards are weedy.
Wizards are squishy.
Sorry, go for it.
Cool. I'm going to, strangely enough, go and try and hit this guy. As I do, because Artuir is an honourable individual, I'm going to say something along the lines of, "No idea who your brethren are. We haven't touched them. But if you want to be pissed off at us, you can." And I'm gonna. This guy's quite big, right? He's quite tall.
Yes, yeah. So
I'm gonna use this rock here and try and kind of get an extra couple of feet up, because I'm quite tall anyway, but get an extra couple of feet up in the air to take a swing at him.
Yeah.
Because I'm going for the neck. We'll see what happens. Ooh, it's not great. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Am I smiting that? Yeah, fuck it. Throw a first level in.
Nice.
As I say that, as I kind of come in, because I go in because he's hit Carl. I was going to go in and try and talk to him originally, but why not? Does he seem to take any notice of anything that I say to him?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'll say, we haven't found your brethren. Back off. We can talk about this. And I get that one good strike in, and I kind of wait a second to see if there's any recognition there or any kind of look of...
Yeah, as you strike him, he just turns around and he just calls out, "You killed my brother!"
He's quite loud, right?
Yeah.
So I back to him as loud as I can, kind of project my voice back, go, "I don't know your brother!" And I'm going to headbutt him.
Yeah, go for it.
I assume that is an unarmed strike.
It certainly is.
Why didn't that do a thing? Unarmed strike. It's like 9 to my unarmed strike.
Oh,
Whoa! It is not a weapon attack, so it doesn't get
Yeah.
that 7 radiant, to be clear. So that is only 8 damage, apparently, for an unarmed strike.
damage.
Helmet's pointy, mate. But I headbutt him. I'm going right for the bridge of the nose to try and kind of disorient him a little bit and shut him up.
It's his strength. It's only that strength bonus. I need that strength bonus.
Yeah, it's what happens when you have a 20 in strength. It's pretty good.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that's everything I'm going to do.
Okay. As you sort of call up, you don't know his brother, and you bang, let that headbutt into him. He does, even as he towers over, he does sort of step back a little bit from the headbutt. And he just replies again, just sort of calls out, and he just says to you, "Haraphos has many ancient followers and supporters. As his power returns, so do many things from the deep." And he just turns the trident out and points it out to sea, and you can see a shadow just reaching the coastline and starting to just begin to crest up above the water.
Well, shit.
As,
You told us on the boat as we were coming over of the party that were killed by a dragon turtle.
as just out to sea, you see a sort of reptilian-looking head just begin to crest up from below the water. And then a second, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. As a hydra breaks its way through the waves.
Oh, this is fine. We've killed one of these before, right?
How many heads, how many legs, plus a tail? It's 10. John, it's your turn.
You want to hold your attack?
John moves next to Kulga. Oh, he's already next to Kulga, right? So hold an attack, and that's it.
Oh, yeah. Hold your attack for Kulga moving past him?
No,
Does he
hold
need a big burst?
needs to hold the attack for trigger being if he enters the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Because Kulga moving past him won't necessarily work.
Interesting. One thing I miss is that Portent isn't going to help with Blink, is it?
No, I just
Yeah,
read
I just meant to check that.
It'll help make sure that he does blink. It won't help to make
it won't.
Right? It's a
you
D20
can't
roll,
use
isn't it?
No, it's action, attack, ability check, or
Oh right, yeah.
saving throw.
Sorry, it's not like
It's not
luck, is it? Which is just when you're rolling a D20.
So
you're just holding an action, yeah, John? Or holding, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, let's hope this D20 check works, I guess.
Nope.
That's cool.
Plan B, lads.
Next turn.
It is Kulga's turn. On Kulga's turn, he just ignores you entirely, John. Moves directly through you, as if it does no, it just does not care you're there.
Got 2 more goes.
This Hydra, as it breaks its heads above the waves, just moves in this direction, and sort of breaks out through the water, and the heads just almost fighting amongst themselves as they begin to just reach out towards you, Artur.
Yeah, this will be fun.
The first one bites at you and hits you.
Oh, fucking hell.
14 piercing.
Knew I should have had Shield of Faith on me.
Make a concentration check for me.
Concentration?
Magic weapon.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, I clicked advantage there by accident, but also rolled 2.
Yeah, they're both fine. And then takes a second one of these heads just swings in at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
why has he got flanking?
He's almost flanking you with the other bloke. Yeah, there you go.
There, yeah.
Right.
A third one comes in at you.
Blink,
misses.
flank. I'm a tin
fourth
can.
And a fifth.
Yeah, that'll do it. I got a magic weapon.
Oh, a magic weapon.
Oh well. Sorry, John.
That's cool.
So just to confirm, this Hydra currently has 5 heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Carl, it's your turn.
Just before my turn, I think I'm owed 2.
Oh, yes, you are.
decent
Yes,
damages.
you totally are, yeah.
Shall I roll 2d6? It's off. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is.
There we go.
Hey.
Still, better than nothing. Right, I will target this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go reckless.
Yep.
I suppose there is no actual reason. I can move around it, can't I, without generating an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
because I don't need to go. If I
The
go over here, I don't,
only
yeah.
the only thing I would point out is the Hydra has quite a long neck.
Well,
You may
yeah.
or may not be within its reach.
Oh, as in it. I'll sod that then. I won't bother. Yeah. I will target him and a great sword. Oh, that's not great. And then second attack.
Nice.
So, is this thing made of water or is it solid?
It is solid.
In which case, I will.
Excuse me.
I will attempt to knock it over using a trip attack with spirited dice. So. It's an extra 4 damage, and it needs to make a.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, you knock it prone.
Lovely. That was unfortunately my second attack, so I won't get a second.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, and that will do.
Elwyn.
I will bonus action go into my healing form.
Yeah.
And then I'll just shoot at the Hydra. Because the other one's now on the floor.
Yeah.
Bad miss. Spent too much time with old Nix. Luckily my bowstrings don't break on a 1.
That one will hit.
Why? Did I not click on sharpshooter properly?
It says you did it.
I'm sure I didn't get the -5 on it though.
No, you haven't.
No, you
you haven't got the -5 or the +10.
Yeah, I did click on it, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Does an additional 10.
It was a 19 if that still hit.
Yeah.
Well, and that is all my goes.
Nice. Nix, it's your turn.
In case one wasn't paying attention, obviously the big guy's on the floor now, so it's disadvantage. Unless you melee. Or shoot the Hydra.
Shoot the Hydra.
Okay, I will shoot the Hydra.
Good plan, mate. Good plan.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, I'll shoot the Hydra.
So, did you use your starry form, Shane?
Yeah, I used the chalice one.
Oh, yeah, then you didn't trigger anything though, right?
No, nothing triggered. I just used it.
Yeah. You hang on. I'll do it once Cormac's finished rolling, because otherwise it'll mess stuff up. But, yeah.
Oh, I pressed it. Oh, I've just got
there's
to press
nothing in
wild
chat
shape.
for it. It's cool. It's alright. If you finish your turn, Cormac, then I'll just add it on to Elwyn in a sec.
I pressed. Okay. I'll roll it again. Hold
Yeah,
on.
roll an extra d20 for me. What's your bonus? Oh, yeah, it's still
Still
hit.
hit, yeah.
Wait, did it still hit? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I pressed it, but it doesn't seem to be working. I still tried pressing it.
Hang on, it's because you and Cormac are both doing stuff at the same time. It's like trying to resolve 2 rolls at once. You need to do your... It's not giving you the sneak attack prompt, has it, Cormac? Because they were both happening at the same time. Yeah, hang on then. There's no easy way to fix this. So you're going to have to give me a set now. There's like 2 rolls in the middle of going through on the console.
Nobody click any buttons.
Step away from the keyboard.
Please.
Wild shape doesn't do a roll.
No, but...
You'll send commands and stuff to the console.
Yeah.
Everything on Sam's is done with macros and things, so if you press a button, it's going to send a command through to the console. If it's already processing a command like someone else's attack, then it's going to confuse it.
Yeah.
That's why things have to happen on people's turns and stuff, because they're set with triggers for
I
timers
pressed
and
it
stuff.
on my turn.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm sure it's fixable. It's no biggie. Just clicking extra buttons now would throw the console even more confused.
Right. Cool, Matt. Can you just, you might just have to, hang on, let me give you a bullet back. 1 sec. Cool. If you can just make another attack, we'll just hope it hits. That should work, I think. Tremendous. There you go, 18 damage.
Whoa, big numbers.
Anything else you wanted to do? That was your second, wasn't it, Cormac? I think the first one was a miss, wasn't it? Yeah. Cool. Any bonus actions, movements?
Nah.
Okay. Right, this married will... Yeah, pulls the trident back again, just stabs forward at you, Carl. It has advantage this time as you attacked recklessly. Oh, it gets up from prone, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh. I was hoping to make use of that.
Which...
Yeah, I know. It's never.
It's just unfortunate with the timings on the initiative order, isn't it? But it's fine.
Yeah, it hits you for 14, which becomes 7.
Yep. And then it can have 4.
Nice. And then it pulls back and just swings the trident round towards you, Artir, with the second one.
Oh, okay. Bloody hell.
Ouch.
Why do you always roll real big numbers against me?
I'm just lucky.
I would like a reaction to that.
Yes.
I will take a sentinel attack at it.
Do your maneuvers have to be done on your turn, or can they just be on any attack?
Any attack.
Could you try and trip him again?
Yeah, that's the plan. Do I still get advantage for reckless?
Reckless is on your turn, I think, off the top of my head.
That sounds rubbish.
I think we had this last
Probably.
week, Rex stat.
I know you can only choose to make attacks reckless.
When you make the first
during
attack,
this
you choose
turn.
reckless during this turn. Yeah, okay. Okay. Normal attack then. Fine. And I will indeed attempt to knock him back down again because I wanted him to stay down.
Do you get to do it even if you miss?
Oh, did I miss?
Yeah, you
I
missed,
hit.
yeah.
Oh, no, I don't get to do it. So can I have that back then?
You can have a superiority die back. Yeah, that's it for him on his turn. Arthur.
Well, that hurt a little bit. And now I'm a little bit pissed, but I don't want to waste my Vow of Enmity on this guy. Because I want to use it on the Hydra. So I'm just going to smack him with a sword with any luck. We'll see. And I figure he needs to die, so 3rd level smite on there. That was literally 6 points of damage less than when I did a 1st level smite.
That's the magic of dice, baby.
Hate this game. And I hit him again.
Yeah.
Ooh, or not.
That one's a miss.
Oh, I should have.
I think that's everything I want to do. I don't think I've got any bonus action spells I'm dropping. I dropped concentration, right?
You did, yes.
Yeah, so I will, in that case, spend a first level and do Shield of Faith on myself.
Yep.
Puts me up to a 24,
Yep.
and that's my turn.
Cool. John. What is John doing? I'm assuming go next to hold an action, but
Get next to Kulgar.
just hold an attack again, yeah?
Mm.
Well, let's press end turn.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ, John. Is it 10 or plus?
Is it? I was gonna say, is it 10 plus or
it's
11?
a roll of 11 or higher.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
At least, even with Charlie not here, his character is rolling like he would. Well, I guess that is going to mean some choices for you in a moment or two. Yeah, Kulga. Nick, John, you run up behind him. Again, just ready the lightning launchers. Sort of close your eyes, waiting for the blink, and it just doesn't happen. Doesn't manifest itself. And Kulga moves up towards the cliff edge.
So with John, this is all artifacts and stuff, isn't it?
Yes.
That he gets his spells from. So I assume he's got, I don't know, some sort of like braces, gauntlets that are supposed to make blinking, and he's standing there smacking them.
Oh yeah,
No.
absolutely. It's always worked every time before this.
Yeah.
The Hydra. As you stand ahead of it, sort of swinging away after it, one of the heads swings at you and takes a bite for 7 piercing damage.
Well, that was a waste of a spell slot, wasn't it? I'm not doing well on these concentration checks, really.
No.
Considering I get +5 to them, that should have been a pretty easy pass.
Yeah.
Takes a second bite at you. Then one of the heads swings at you, Carl.
Ouch.
Hitting you for 8.
It can take 5 damage.
Yeah. The fourth one reaches over towards John. And hits for 4 piercing damage. Why did he take less?
Interesting question.
Wait, didn't that Hydra take more damage from hitting Carl than it dealt
Yes.
because of his rage?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Why did the 10 become 4 on John? I don't know. Well, that's what happened. Magic. And then with the last one just swings back towards R2 again.
Pretty sure John took the heavily armored feat, which reduces piercing, bludgeoning, slashing.
I think you may be correct.
I don't think it reduces it by that much, though.
Goes through for another 10 piercing on you.
Yeah. Keep hitting me.
Carl, it is your turn.
Lovely. Well, in which case, I will recklessly attack this guy again.
Nice.
And then I will use the trip attack.
Yeah.
For another 8 damage.
Nice.
And a strength save.
Yeah, knocks him down.
Lovely. In which case I will have another attack, which is at advantage, but of course, I'm already doing it at advantage.
For advantage.
Oh, and look at that.
Nice.
Missed. That's so annoying. Yeah, that will do me. I think there's nothing else useful I can do.
Okay. Elwin.
I will just shoot at the Hydra.
Yeah.
Sharpshooter up.
I can see where your sharpshooter's not working now.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I can fix this. It's literally one button.
It's
Just
partly not working because he rolled terribly.
yeah, and that yeah. One. There you go. That's better. There you go. That should work now.
Yep. I'll sharpshooter again.
Oh, not fine. That would be a miss with a sharpshooter.
Okay. And then my bonus action, which I'll do for him, I will cast Healing Word on Otter.
Mhm.
And then I will bonus the special healing onto Carl,
Thank you very much.
which did more.
No. Someone's God's looking down on me.
The second
Yeah,
one's on
whatever.
Carl, yeah.
Yeah. Did I not
Whatever
click on Carl?
the current god of wine.
Oh, Healing Word was 2d4 and yours was a d8. That's why it's better. Makes sense.
2d4
Next.
plus 3, but it was a rubbish roll.
I will shoot something again.
Shoot Kulga.
Okay.
Don't know. I probably wouldn't actually do that. It seems like a waste of action. Don't listen to me ever.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that.
Hydra.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you're at disadvantage anyway. The guy on the floor you'll get disadvantage shooting at him, but
Oh, if you get disadvantage anyway, it don't matter, does it?
yeah, well, he's more likely to die, so maybe kill
He
him.
has bloodied the guy on the floor, yeah.
Oh, go and kick him in the head.
This Hydra might die if you kill this guy because it was made by him, right?
That sounds possible.
I'll shoot this guy then. Wait, so is he on the ground?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
But you've already got disadvantage because your gun's knackered.
Oh, okay. So do I not get just regular? Like, I can't remember.
No, you'll get disadvantage twice.
How does
If
that
you-
work?
You don't have to press anything. You can just fire. The disadvantage doesn't matter how many times you either have disadvantage or you don't. Sort of thing. If you have it multiple times, it's still just disadvantage.
Guess it's gonna miss.
Are you shooting again?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Can I
Wait.
use an?
Why can't you?
Oh,
So I
out of ammo.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. You can reload your other attack, can't you?
Okay.
Nice. Anything else you'd like to do next?
No.
Okay. This guy will, on his turn. Yeah, he is going to make a decision. Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah, he will get up from prone.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Then as he gets up, he will swing the trident arto it first.
He rolls a 2.
Rolls a 2. Cool. That's all good.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Which
Do you still get to do a sentinel attack?
Good question. That sounds like a thing I'd like to do.
Yeah, if you can.
I will.
Can't remember if it's when an enemy hits someone
Hits
else or if they
attacks. I
attack.
think it's when it attacks, but I can. Oh, there it is. Sentinel attack. When it makes an attack against the target.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will take a reaction to that to hit him with. Oh, he stood up again, so it's not at advantage. Did he roll? No.
Nice. Yeah, it hits for 18.
And I'm going to attempt to knock him down again.
Yeah.
Because that's another 8 damage.
Nice. Yeah, and you knock him prone again.
Excellent. Really, stay down.
He will. How does this work again? Yeah, that's fine. He will use the other half of his movement to get up again.
Okay.
And then swings a trident at you this time, Carl. You went reckless last turn, didn't you?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a big number.
Hits you for 13, which is 6 with your rage.
You can have 5 back.
5.
Mhm.
Nice.
I think I may have dealt more damage through being hit than in hitting.
Archer, it's your turn.
R2 is the name. Killing weird water people's the game. That's what I get for trying to make a rhyme. I do it again.
Your rhyme was a crime, good sir.
That'll do it.
But that hit came right on time.
Hey.
And this
Stop it.
damage roll will be fine.
Nope, it's shit. Look at that. On D8s, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3, 5.
This feels
Fucking
like
useless.
it's just all gone your way so far for you guys with the blink rolls. And
He must be clinging to life at this point.
he's bloodied, yeah. If I was to hover my mouse over him, I'd even say he was near death.
Does indeed suggest near death.
Yes.
Anything else you want to contribute to this, Arthur? Or do you want to
Fuck
contribute?
off.
No? Okay. John. Shall I take a guess?
He's going to run up.
Oh,
and-
I do yell at John on my turn because I see Kulga go past. And I yell, just keep after him. We'll hold these guys off.
You guys sure on this, yeah? Because he's within reach of the Hydra.
Oh, is he?
He's got
he's
10
gotta
feet
go anyway.
range.
He's got to go anyway.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Has he got Misty? Does he have access to Misty Step?
No.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's only one hit.
No.
This is bollocks, isn't it? What's he got? 83. Yeah, should be fine.
He's got to run.
Yeah, he goes.
Yeah, cool. The Hydra swings a bite, which misses.
He'll be fine.
And then a second one.
You get more than one opportunity
It
attack.
gets one reaction per head.
Whoa!
Third one misses. The fourth one does hit for 8. And
Which
then
becomes 4.
Fine.
So.
becomes 2. Where
Becomes 2, apparently.
Wow.
What is it's this heavily armored feat? I'm sure it has to be that.
So,
But I know it reduces bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. But I don't know by how much, right?
3?
No, it's not. It's heavy armor mastered. Yeah, it should reduce it by 3, right?
Yeah, where's the rest of that coming from?
Brooch of shielding. Armor of thunder resistance isn't thunder damage. Heavy armor master.
That's force.
arcane armor.
That is thunder.
It's reduced it by 6, hasn't it? Not by 3.
Yeah. What is this?
It's not got the heavy armor
Okay, well,
master.
yeah,
Is it the aura of
twice, is it?
protection?
He needs to take more, basically.
Yeah, he should take 3 more.
Yeah.
Is it aura of protection?
No.
Breach of shielding?
No.
And they
Or
should
protection is a saves bonus. Anyway, the Hydra takes one last bite, which does hit for 13. It is taking it off twice.
It's taken
I
twice as
will work that out between sessions. Maybe John's been getting away with that for a long time. Who knows?
He's literally only just taken the feat.
Oh yeah,
last-
that is true. Yeah.
Just to go on level up.
Oh, I bet I know what's going on. That's cool. Yeah, I think I know what's going on there. Yeah, so he goes up and moves alongside Cool Guy, right?
And then
Everyone
holds an action.
crosses everything they've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hits him.
John blinks.
He shoots him.
Well, it's Cool Guy's turn first, right? Yeah, but yeah.
Well, he's holding his action for as soon as he is in the ethereal plane, right? So it
Oh, is he? Okay. Yeah.
happens straight away.
Fair enough, yeah. Whoever wants to take the role, I guess.
Ah, shit, something we've absolutely overlooked.
What's that?
John is using a ranged weapon.
Yes.
When he just used his sword,
He can, he's not as good with it.
we didn't need to put him next to him, then, did we? If he's not doing
No, he
Gee.
absolutely would probably want to be stood 5 feet away from him.
Well,
Can he stand 5
but,
feet away?
but then he won't get held action, right? Well,
He still hold his action, right?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were looking for opportunity, attack of opportunity.
No, he literally just needs to hold his action to attack, with the trigger being when he enters the ethereal plane, right? If you're okay with that being a trigger.
I'm fine with that being a trigger. You guys did want him stood next to him.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
that's
fair
I
enough.
just mean for turns after this. Yeah.
He's got a bit overexcited.
He got Keaton.
He got smacked in the head twice by a Hydra.
Yeah, that's
So-
fair. So yeah, I
Roll.
mean, he shoots him with the launcher. Do you want me to click it so you can all blame me when it goes wrong?
It's good rolls.
Nice
Didn't
rolls.
go-
Whoa, that's a lot of dice.
Why was there 12 d10s on that?
What on earth is going on with John today?
That added
Has
12
it doubled
d10.
it? Has it doubled the?
No. It should do 1d6 lightning.
No,
Right?
What is
83
going on
damage.
with John?
I mean, I think that's fair. I think we did that much damage personally.
Whoa, something weird just happened because if you looked at John's armor class.
Oh my god, he's got an armor class of 118.
Is he ascending?
Oh no, I know why that is. Blink, my blink thing gives them plus 100, so that if someone targets them, thinking they can hit them when they're on the upper plane, it was just
right,
like a guaranteed
okay.
miss. That's why that's happened. But where will that damage come from? I don't know. So
I
let's,
Right.
think you wrote the macro, so you've got to stand by it. Is how it works, right?
well, I didn't write the damage macro.
How much is it actually supposed to be?
So it should actually be
The thing does not
1d6 plus 5.
Is that all? Oh, okay. I couldn't work out if it's scaled
I
with
don't know
level.
where
If it
the
was just
12d10 came
1d6.
from. Something is seriously up with John. So it should be 1d6. Was you rolled a
Is it
2?
seriously only a d6? Lightning launcher.
I could double check.
Oh, and then once on each of your turns, when you hit with it, you can do an extra 1d6. It doesn't become any better later on. It doesn't seem like.
Let me just double check what it's got on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, no, it says on there it's a simple range weapon, normal range, deals 1d6 lightning damage on a hit.
Yeah. So it does 7.
Yeah.
I guess it has got a range of 300 feet, which is something.
Oh yeah,
If that counts in the ethereal plane, I'm not sure it does, but
sure it's fine. Ghost lasers.
Man, that was impressive, John. That was a lot of dice.
I got very confused with all those dice rolled.
Yeah. Yeah, Coolgar. So yeah, you do that then on Coolgar's turn. Coolgar just continues to move and just moves straight into the cliff and through into the rock and disappears
Bah!
from view.
What's it called? Action, right? Or what's it called?
Opportunity attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, your held action uses
held
your
action.
reaction. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Good sort.
Yeah, just walks into the rock there.
I guess we're just tracking.
Well, that went well.
The Hydra takes its first bite at Arthur.
Chomp chomp.
Hits for 11 piercing.
Oh, fuck off.
And second at Arthur is a miss. The third goes to you, Carl, which is a miss. And the fourth, which does hit you. And then the fifth back to Arthur again.
I have a point of damage for that.
Oh, I've totally been forgetting one thing. Oh, no, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, that takes the last bite on Arthur, which is a miss. Carl.
This guy is prone, isn't he?
No, he got back up.
But then I knocked him down again on the reaction.
And then he got back up.
Then
Again.
he got back up.
Yeah, yeah, it's half his movement. He didn't move. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hit him again. I am going to continue being reckless.
Yep.
I'm going to knock him down again. See if I can knock him down 4 times in a row.
How many?
4. that
things
is
do you-
the last
That's
one.
your fourth.
Yeah.
He stays up for the first time.
Damn. Well, and then I will hit him with the second attack.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
Get him.
Nice.
Is he resistant to cold damage by any chance?
it's possible.
Certainly looks that way.
I'm
Yeah.
bored with this. I'm going to action surge.
Yeah.
Here come the misses.
Nice.
Do I get 2 attacks with the action surge? Or
You
just
do,
one?
yeah, it just gives you whole action back. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Nice.
Fuck for that.
As you swing in with that last hit, Carl, you swing forwards, and almost preempting this swing coming its way, he screams out at you again that language which you now understand, and he reaches one of his hands. He drops the trident down, just reaches his hand out as you swing, gets his hand on your shoulder, and just shouts at you and says, "If you want so badly to be in the inferior plane, then go there." And he casts plane shift on you.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's real bad.
Make a charisma save, Carl.
Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
a portent to make yourself succeed?
No, doesn't he want to go there
No.
and kill Tugger?
No, I can
I don't
fail
know. Do you want to go there?
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know you can't come back, right?
That hadn't occurred to me.
Fine, we'll figure it out.
But
Hi, Carl.
it'll run out or something.
And as Carl's blade slashes through, this marriage just bursts into a splash of water all around. And Arthur, you see as Carl just sort of blinks out, and you can just about see his spirit alongside you. But he has unmistakably left the material plane.
Carl.
I hear you.
Does he hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I can hear you.
Go get him, mate.
That's the plan. Can I? Well, I guess that's the end of my turn, isn't it?
That's
You got movement, right?
You got movement.
Oh,
if
I've
you
got
wanna-
movement. Yeah. Can I see Kulgar?
You can't
So
see
it's-
him, but you
I
know
know
you knew the direction he was headed in.
In which case, 30 feet is as far as I can.
Yeah. You run up alongside John, who's in the same plane of
And
existence.
I do see Jean.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, mate. What are you doing here?
Yeah. Don't know.
Elwyn, it's your turn.
I'm not clicked on anyone else. I'll do that. I'll. Huh? It's suddenly giving me control of. Oh, it didn't let me sharpshoot because it said I controlled John. Then.
You must have had him clicked. I'll put the extra 10 on for you. Okay.
Oh, I have got John clicked. That is correct.
You probably didn't notice because he's a ghost now.
Okay.
That one's a miss.
I'm kind of looking at the fact that I can't heal Carl anymore. Have I got anything else I can use as a bonus action?
Joel doesn't need healing, but
No.
I'll take it.
Nah, I'm all right.
I'm gonna get a better view of the mountain. Can I still see? If I'm gonna go this way, I just want to make sure I can still see downwards.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've gone like a long way around. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to there so I can see where I think he's gonna come out.
Yeah, that's cool. Nyx, it's your turn.
Can I? Oh god. Can I fix my pepper box?
Yeah, definitely make a Tinker's check.
From where? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you repair your pepper box.
Isn't that an action, right?
That is your action, yeah. Any bonus actions,
Okay.
Ethan?
I'm gonna action, so.
Intelligent, I like it. That sounded far more patronising than I intended it, sorry. Hey, 1 on the damage die.
Yay. And again.
Yeah. Oh god.
You just misfired again. No, oh my god. Cormac, can we get you a new character, mate? It's not going well.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
One that can plane shift.
Nick just offers himself to Hydra now.
Eat me.
Nick's willingly plane shifts the ethereal plane permanently.
Yeah.
Anything else for you, Nick?
If I'm dead, then I can go there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Archer, it's your turn.
Fucking hell. Well, I've not got that bastard next to me anymore, so I'm going to defensively step this way. Just so happens that it might also mean that Nyx is in my auras. I'll stand that way. I just kind of bash my shield and sword together, chant some kind of like prayer to Lathander. I go, it's just you and me now. Then it looks like I will pump 59 out of 60 of my lay on hands hit points into myself.
Yeah.
Is that the wrong one? Which one is it I'm supposed to use? This one. There's 2 lay on hands. I can never remember which is supposed to be.
One tracks the amount of uses, yeah.
There you go. That didn't
One.
work at all.
Oh, that's cool. I saw. I changed a bunch of stuff when I moved everyone up.
I will track it down. I have 1 hit point left. Is the idea? I have 1 point in there.
Yeah.
And I go up. I was at 57.
Yeah.
So quick maths states that I would go up to 116.
Cool.
And I will also targeting this guy. At this point, I'm happy to drop my vow of enmity. So I have advantage on it until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious.
Nice.
Even if I fall unconscious, it stays.
Can't believe you guys haven't managed to chop a single head off of it yet either.
We don't want to chop a head off. That would be a bad thing. It's right, I'm ramping up for it. That is my turn. That's action and bonus action.
Yeah. John returns to the material plane. What is John doing?
What should John do?
Holds a launcher shot.
But
Oh, no, can't-
He's in the he's in the hill, isn't he?
Yeah, he's walked into the cliff.
Yeah,
face,
he can't get him anymore, can he?
He can either climb up the cliff or he can
I don't think John's got any chance of getting to him now, right?
lightning.
Because he can't move once he drops. Oh, he has to come in somewhere from his blink, doesn't he? Because he comes in within
it's
10
true,
feet
yeah.
or whatever.
We're coming in the mountain.
No, because then he'll take damage if he tries to do that.
Jake didn't even finale that either.
You're welcome.
Wait, what?
I'm going to suggest John comes back this way. Carl can go kill Kulga.
And then we'll work out how to get Carl back at some point.
Well, that's quite frankly, actually, no. If the ring is stuck on the ethereal plane, that sounds great.
You're thinking the Unite I can't cast.
I'm thinking he's not going to think about it.
It's probably true.
Locate object doesn't tend to work across planes.
Carl is absolutely a next session problem, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like 10 to 10, right? So John's just going to do that and then shoot a lightning launcher at the Hydra. Is it going to roll a million dice again?
It might do. We'll see.
Not that way, it won't.
Not if you do that. Well
Does he get 2 attack?
I
think he does, doesn't he?
I'm not sure about
extra attack, yes.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Wow. And applies the extra damage to that as well for the extra d6.
That one seemed like it worked properly. So it must be something to do with the blink then.
Blink is causing him to have... It's not just like plus 100 to everything.
Yeah, maybe I set up... Yeah, I only thought about how to make sure no one would hit them because I didn't really think about the fact you would be attacking. So maybe I added 100 to everything or something.
God knows.
Cool. He doesn't blink away again. Yeah, cool. Can take his move. On the Hydra's turn.
Come on then, beastie.
Bitey at the only person he can reach, I guess. With a crit hit.
Oh, I'm glad I healed.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, just keep biting away at you, Arthur. Carl, what would you like to do? You are on the ethereal plane.
I am going. Can I see Kulgar ahead of me?
Currently, you can just see a rock face in front of you.
I'm going to run into the rock face. I'm going to basically run like that. What happens?
I'll let you know next week.
Oh,
as Carl runs forwards, you guys can just about see Carl's spirit still. Carl dashes forward, following on that same path, and you see as Carl passes just into the cliff face and out of your view. And we'll pick it up next session.
And is almost certainly going to drop rage as well, but that's probably not so important. What if you can blink in the ethereal? What if you can misty step in the ethereal plane?
I've got 7 days to decide on all of those things.
You can. I was going to say you can do anything, right?
Can,
as long as it doesn't interact with the material plane.
So far, I've taken my move part of my action.
I figure your turn is run, misty step 30 feet forward, kick the shit out of Kulga.
That is pretty much the plan. I mean, I'm slightly tempted to grab, if the ring is visible, to grab the ring. He can have if we ended up in a contested strength roll, he can roll a low number.
Also, the fact that he's only
Could
walking
do.
a straight line, maybe he's got no intelligence now. So maybe you can just grab it off of him.
I figure kill him personally.
Uh,
Because if you just take it off him, he's going to then come and try and take it back off you, isn't
That's
he?
fine. Then I kill him. So, but at that point, I've got the ring. So that's
Yeah.
I don't know.
What if you try to take the ring off, see if he then attacks, and then we can follow him, see where he's actually going. He'd be going to an important location.
Basically, you could do whatever you like, mate. We can't help you. You're stuck on the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
You can watch what you're doing.
No, we can't. He's inside a rock.
Yeah.
This
Oh, I
feels
see
like the
Cole-
set off for like a Carl Garbin spin-off, basically.
It's. I'm genuinely dumped. We have nothing because none of us are able to cast plane shift. And that is the only way we could all travel into the ethereal plane.
Am I going to starve to death?
Oh, you're a ghost now.
That's an interesting.
No, he's not a ghost. He's a human being that's in the plane where all the ghosts go.
But it's
Oh,
fine.
maybe-
It's him against all of them.
That's fine.
Indeed.
Is Carl just gone? Have we just lost Carl?
And
I mean, to
then
be fair, it was
Phil's
pretty.
gonna turn up with a new character next week.
A creature so transported must find its own way back. I mean, to be fair, I think we're lucky that it decided to plane shift us into the ethereal, one into the ethereal plane, and two actually here.
I mean, yeah, I think
It could have been a random
partially Sam may have been throwing us a bone there, but
Yeah.
also it's a fucking massive thing because we've got no way of getting you back.
Ow. As I said, next week's
We
problem.
know someone that can cast plane shift because that's how we got to the Citadel was
Yeah.
through the wizard or the wizard or sorcerer, whoever it was at Karnusk. Was it Karnusk?
The opposite end of the world, yeah.
Was it Karnusk, the
It
city we
was,
were at?
yeah.
It was, yeah.
Plane shifted us,
And
and
someone
we
plane
know
shifted
for a
us
fact
back.
that there are people at the Citadel that have the capability of plane shifting us.
Mm.
But
I can gain some experience. I need 2 levels, and then I can start to blink.
yeah, blink doesn't do anything if you're already in the ethereal plane.
Oh,
It's
that's
part of the
fine.
spell text. You need to
Carl just
get rid
comes
of all
back
your
every
other
6
levels.
seconds.
Yeah, it's literally part of the spell's description.
Yeah.
If you're already on the ethereal plane, the spell
Nothing
fails.
happens. Yeah.
Oh,
That feels like a nice way to.
lose a character.
Yeah. If we've got the ring, kept the ring away from thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a
It makes
pun
me-
somewhere about like a rock and a hard place, isn't there?
Yeah.
To be fair, you should just keep the ring in that plane of existence so United can't get it.
Actually, that's one thing, and I can think of another way of possibly getting back.
Using the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it will have plane shift on there, but that was my only thought of how you might get back, at which point, fuck.
Or Carl just becomes the god of the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already the god of beer and whiskey,
Yeah.
so
At some point, though, the my hip flask is going
then you're going to get real grumpy.
to.
We don't have to worry about if he's grumpy, unless he haunts us following us.
Yeah, that felt like a good place to